expected the man who stole me would also ruin me. Not just my plans. Not just my peace. But my entire idea of what it meant to feel safe and dangerously alive. He didn't apologize for taking me. Didn't sugarcoat it. Didn't care if I understood. Because men like him don't explain themselves. They just do what they want. And God help me, I wanted him too. It started on a Thursday. I was walking out of the campus library when a black van pulled up like it belonged there. 2 seconds later, I was inside. 2 minutes later, I was gagged, hands zip-tied, breathing through panic. Then the door opened. And he stepped in. Cold. Unbothered. Tall and lethal in a black hoodie and tactical pants. His jaw was sharp, dark stubble shadowing his face. His eyes? Steel gray, empty like he'd seen too much, and cared too little. He pulled off the gag and tilted his head. You scream, he said, I put it back on. You behave, I untie your hands. Pick one. I glared. He smiled. Fiery. This might be fun. I hated him. I hated how calm he was. I hated how his voice made my stomach tighten. But mostly, I hated how a part of me, the messed up, curious part, wanted to know who he was. And why I wasn't more afraid. His name was Cade. That's all he gave me. No last name. No job title. Just Cade. And a warning. You're here because someone paid for you to be. I'm just the courier. Who? I asked. He looked up from his black coffee and said, not your concern. I spat, you kidnapped me. Everything is my concern. He smirked. You talk too much. And you have a god complex. No, he said, taking another sip. God's care. I stared at him. He didn't blink. His safe house was high in the mountains, a brutal blend of stone and steel. Minimalist. Cold. Like him. But it had one bed. One shower. One couch. And him. Always him. He didn't hover. But he watched me, calmly, with a flicker of interest, like I was a stray cat he didn't want to feed but couldn't stop feeding. He brought me food. Water. Clothes. And he didn't hurt me. But he didn't pretend to be my hero either. You're not innocent, he said once. You don't know me. I didn't say that made you bad. Then why kidnap me? He never said. Because Cade didn't need a reason to do anything. If he wanted something, he took it. And for some twisted reason, he wanted me. I tried to escape on day 3. Stupid plan. I broke a vase, threatened him with the shard, and ran for the door barefoot. I didn't make it. He caught me halfway down the stairs, pinned me to the wall with one hand. His body pressed to mine. His breath against my neck. You're lucky I like you, he murmured. Other girls wouldn't still be breathing. I shivered. Not from fear. But from the way his words made heat pool in my stomach. He let me go. And walked away. Like I didn't just try to stab him. Like I was a game he liked playing too much to end. And that terrified me. Because I wanted him to keep playing. He kissed me on day 6. It wasn't sweet. It was punishment, for scratching him during training, for calling him heartless, for laughing too loudly when he burned his toast. He cornered me in the kitchen. Apologize, he growled. No. His eyes burned. Try again. I raised my chin. Make me. He did. His mouth crashed over mine like war. Teeth. Tongues. A growl low in his throat. He lifted me onto the counter, yanked me forward by the hips, and devoured me like he was starved. And when he pulled away, lips swollen, breathing heavy, he said, You're lucky I didn't throw you over my shoulder and chain you to the bed. My voice cracked. Why didn't you? Too easy. Then he walked away. Like he didn't just wreck my soul. The line between hostage and addict blurred fast. He was cruel in how gentle he could be. Bringing me coffee exactly how I liked it. Reading while I napped on the couch. Fixing the heater when I complained it was cold. But never saying, sorry. Never acting like any of this was wrong. Cade never asked me to forgive him. Because Cade didn't care if he was right. He cared that I stayed. And I did. I found a file one day. A locked drawer. I knew I shouldn't. But curiosity kills more than cats. Inside? My photo. Notes. Surveillance shots. A bounty. I was bait. Someone was coming for me. Someone who wanted to hurt me. I confronted him that night. You knew. Yes. You didn't tell me. Didn't want to scare you. Liar. He stepped closer. Fine. I didn't want to lose you. I stared. You stole me. And I'd do it again. Why? His eyes didn't flicker. Because I wanted you. My knees buckled at the weight of his voice. Not romantic. Not tender. Just true. I should have run. I kissed him instead. This time, I initiated. And this time, he didn't hold back. He taught me how to shoot. Taught me how to lie. Taught me how to feel things I wasn't supposed to feel for the man who'd taken me. We showered together, lips bruising, fingers tangled in wet hair. We slept curled in one bed. I wore his shirts. He liked it when I wore nothing. I teased him. He smacked my ass in return. And somehow, all of it made sense. Because this wasn't about right and wrong anymore. It was about survival. It was about us. The night we were attacked, Cade didn't hesitate. He dragged me out of bed, shoved a gun into my hand, and said, stay low. Shoot anything that isn't me. I did. I didn't miss. Neither did he. When it was over, we were both bleeding, bruised and panting on the floor. And he looked at me like I was the only real thing left in his world. Still want to leave? He asked. No. Why not? I didn't answer. I just kissed him again. We fled after that. No goodbyes. No destination. Just a beat-up black Jeep, his hand on my thigh, and the wind in my face. He pulled over at a motel after midnight. Held me against the door the moment we were inside. I should have let you go, he murmured. But you didn't. No. Why? His voice was a whisper against my throat. Because I need you more than I care about being good. And I realized something then. Cade wasn't my villain. He was mine. And I was his. Now? We live in the desert. He does contract work. I freelance. No labels. No lies. Just long nights. Coffee breath kisses. Loaded guns on the nightstand. Sometimes, I still wake up confused. Sometimes, he still holds me too tight in his sleep. But when I ask if he regrets taking me, he always answers the same. Not even a little. And neither do I. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe.